We think it's of vital importance to meet with us before your vote, which is going to be allocating $1 million for the site feasibility and environmental review and all of that. Instead, we'd like to propose that you first consider doing a Hidden Valley farm project feasibility study. We think, we've talked to a number of farmers and experts, we don't think that the farm is going to be big enough to really serve the educational needs of the students here. We think that a micro farm such as this, there'd be plenty of time when it was fallow, and a much larger educational facility that we've reached out to, such as Fairview Gardens and the UCSB Edible Garden Project, would be really great places to take kids to study farming. Also, you've gotten a presentation
30 seconds
previously from Bill Palmisano, who is a farmer, and we think that our educational vision for the site, which we've discussed with many nonprofits, neighbors, and university educators, would be a much better use of the site than an organic farm. Thank you.
Good evening, Superintendent Matsuoka and board members. My name is Ann Burdett, and I would like to state my perspective on the Hidden Valley Farms project. I am the secretary of the Santa Barbara Urban Creeks Council and also a student. I graduate from Anacapa School tomorrow and will then attend UCSB's Environmental Studies program. I hope to see the Hidden Valley site used as an open space preserve rather than an organic farm. Not only would on-campus farm education be more engaging and more economically feasible than farm education at Hidden Valley, developing the open space would take away the opportunity to use the natural habitat there as its own learning experience. The site is home to bobcats, hawks, dusky-footed wood rats, and other native wildlife, and contains 5 major habitat types. The creek that runs through the property is designated critical habitat for southern steelhead in the NOAA Steelhead Recovery Plan for this area. Students visiting the open space could learn to track animals, map sensitive species, even help design a restoration project. The district could tap into local resources such as the Urban Creeks Council and other organizations, and the UCSB Environmental Studies program to supplement the curriculum. The students don't need classrooms built on the property because nature would be their classroom. My own passion for environmental protection arose not from any classroom lesson, but from exploring my yard and local open space preserves as I was growing up. This interest was further developed when I helped map the nests of dusky-footed wood rats at the Arroyo Burro open space as a 9th grader. Keeping the Hidden Valley property natural and using it for nature education would give many more students similar opportunities. The rich habitat that's already found at this site and the potential for using that for education would be destroyed by the agriculture, paved roads, classrooms, and other disturbances. In addition, creating a farm from scratch at this site would be costly, labor-intensive, and not as hands-on for the students as putting gardens on the campuses themselves or partnering with an existing farm that already has the infrastructure for educational outreach. Please consider allowing the Hidden Valley site to remain unaltered so that students, the public, and native wildlife can all benefit from what it has to offer already. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Superintendent Matsuoka and school board members. I'm Louse Andalora, Vice President of the Santa Barbara Urban Creeks Council. I'm also a retired resource manager, wildlife biologist, naturalist, and educator. And I just saw John Becchio and was reminded of the fact that I've also set up 3 bicycle repair and maintenance programs at 3 local schools. I'd like to begin by thanking Dr. Reed, who came and visited us. A few weeks ago, we invited the school board members to come out and tour the site with us and see it from our point of view. Dr. Reed took us up on that offer, and we had an extremely productive meeting, and were able to convey to her our concerns about the plans for the site and our vision for what we'd like to see. At this time, we'd like to formally request that the other 4 board members join us to see the site and see it from our point of view. And if you're unable to visit the site with us, we'd like to visit with you individually, either at your office hours or any downtown location that would work for you. We're available to take you on a tour anytime between sunrise and sunset, and we have naturalists and board members that are very knowledgeable that would like to share our knowledge of the site with you. In the next 24 to 48 hours, you'll be receiving an email from Dan McCarter, the president of the Urban Creeks Council, formally requesting that you meet with us and hopefully go to the site with us too.